Hi guys, this is your friendly neighborhood yawning cat, and we are back with the Pets LP. Now, the previous episode might have been strange to you because we just went out with Lisa and we hang out with people. Because I feel like Lisa, while Marcus is gone, she's trying to cope with the way that she feels when she's without her husband, and the fact that she is married and she's newly married and she wants to spend time with him but he's not around, and she just needs something to occupy her time. And today, on a Saturday morning, her plans are, and no, this is not Marcus, her plans are to meet his family. Now, the news in Brindleton Bay is that a new rich family has recently moved in to the mansion, you could say, that has been abandoned for quite some time, for a couple of decades. Because basically nobody could really afford it as much, and nobody kind of wanted to take the place of the last family that was here. They were they were a perfect family, everything was great. They had freaking 3 kids. The parents had great jobs. Everything was perfect, and nobody really wanted to move into the house of a family that was so perfect. They sort of wanted to keep that memory, but in Brindleton Bay, no one can really call dibs on a house or say, you can live here because a pristine family used to live here and you're not going to be a good example. Nah, that shit don't happen. But what does happen is Marcus's family decided to finally reacquaint themselves with Marcus and his wife after his twin brother, this is Matt, I think this is Matt, Matt Conway, yes. So after Matt found out that his brother, his 1 minute, younger brother was getting married, he just, he confronted his parents. He said, you know what? He is not living the kind of life you wanted. He hasn't taken up a career that you might have wanted, but this is your son and this is my brother, and we have to have a relationship with him. We can't just keep living on like this. So what they did is they moved into Brindleton Bay from what's it called? The creek, Willow Creek, I think, yes. So they moved from Willow Creek, in which they also lived in a mansion, and they moved here. So we're going to give a complain about pet poop. We're gonna give a friendly introduction to Marcus's older brother. And I mean, I know what you're thinking. The resemblance is uncanny, but if you notice, Matt doesn't have brown eyes. He has dark blue eyes, and he does have a little bit of scruff. He has a little bit of a different build, and there are obviously his traits. And oh, shiz, I forgot. Did we flirt a little bit with Sebastian? Yeah, I don't know what that was about. I'm sorry if any of you got insulted by that. I don't know what that was about, but yeah, so Marcus is in the army, and then the rest of his family is in a very different sort of in a very different field of work, you could say. So she's going to compliment their home. She's going to, give him a heartfelt compliment. She wants to get to know her husband's brother, and she also wants to knock on that door and get to know his parents. So the thing about Marcus's parents and his family, and in general why they sort of separated themselves from him and they didn't want to interact with him is it's because and I'm just going to quickly locate his parents. Okay. It's because his parents are in a very different sort of career path, So, for example, his dad, Christopher Conway, he is a professor. He is what, or is he a dean? Yeah, he's a dean at this point, but he's a dean at a university. He is very smart, very intelligent. His mother is a tech guru, and what the frick? She works in. Let's actually ask about their career if we can, because then I'm gonna tell you exactly who they are. Ask about career. And Matt works as a secret agent. So a sort of similar path as Marcus, but it's a place that demands a lot more intellect, a lot more strategy, a lot more undercover work, and it is a little bit safer simply because secret agents do always have backup, you know, and secret agents, at least in the sim world right now, aren't handling like super violent situations. They try to get into a situation before it gets violent, so it is a safer job. Well, it is a safer career than Marcus's. So it just showed us. So Lisa has learned that Ellen, which is Marcus's mom, is a .com pioneer at a rainy day entertainment. So there you go. Christopher is an academic dean at Landgrab School, and I think we're supposed to ask him about his career now. And I'm just gonna take pictures because hell yeah. Okay, what do we find out? Lisa has learned that Matt is a lead detective at SIMS, so Sims. So that is the gist of the story. Marcus's parents and family are in a very different sort of place in their life. They've always been in a different place in their life. They've always done really, really intelligent, work. I think almost all of them, if not all of them, have the genius trait. So they're all very, very smart. They're all very, very intelligent. And when Marcus was like, you know what, I want to just get strong and go into the army and fight for my country, his parents were like, that's not a valid lifestyle for our son or for my brother. Matt actually never really said much about, the career choice, but he did say, mom and dad aren't gonna like it. That's for sure. And the thing is, because his family is, like that, they have cut their ties, and now things are different. And Marcus actually wrote to Lisa saying, I heard that my parents have moved to Brindleton Bay. I'd like you to get to know them and take them out for dinner. So that's exactly, oh, why did I press L? So that's exactly what we are going to do. We are going to go out to dinner with Marcus's family. Okie dokie, so here we are with the fancy people. Lisa is dressed in her formal dress and she is looking mighty fine. We are going to take this table right here because it's, in the patio area. I guess it's a patio. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong with my English. So we're going to take this table right here because it is glam. It is wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. It's a wonderful place and we are going to get seated at it. What the frick is up with your face? If you are living in an abusive relationship, you should contact the police. No, but seriously, that is so, you know what? I like the CC content when it does something like this because it's a very real situation. You could very easily literally get seated by a waiter or waitress or whatever, or hostess that might have a black eye, and you'll know something about her life that you probably didn't want to know, but that's totally real. So there you go. Okay, so everybody's being fancy, everybody's sitting down. Now, the men in the family have the beautiful genes. Marcus's mom is all right. She's all right, but she's not a looker. But Christopher definitely married her for her intellect. So, it's 5 p.m. somewhere in this world. So we're going to get some River Blossom Cranelette Nuala for everybody. And that's, if we're getting white nectar, then we should probably take something fishy or something a little bit, ooh, lobster. Okay, so I'm thinking, oh, you could also get pasta. Okay, so I think, I don't know what to do. I think, you know what, the men in the family are just going to order some pasta. They're not very adventurous. They don't know what's going on. And our beautiful women will take some lobster and they're going to enjoy themselves. Perfect. So we're ordering that. And Lisa's going to definitely brighten Matt's day. And she's going to say, I heard that you were the one who, pushed your parents to sort of get back with Marcus and to sort of start talking to one another. And I'm super, super grateful that that is what you did, because I feel like Marcus, oh, I'm taking a video footage, that Marcus definitely deserves to interact with his family a little bit more, because once he comes back, I'm the only one he sees, and I wish he would get to hang out with you guys, because you seem really, really cool. And, his parents are digging her. They're just like, you are a very bright and understanding woman. And they're definitely asking her, what she does. And she says, I'm a veterinarian. I've, since I lost my dog when I was pretty young, I realized that I want to be somebody who helps out, pet owners and pets when they struggle with illnesses that other people couldn't cure, or illnesses that perhaps other people think are just hopeless cases and cannot be cured. So they're just like, that is great. That is a great line of work. You fit into the family perfectly. I like Marcus's mom. She's pretty cool. So we're gonna ask about her day, and we're gonna ask about Christopher's. What can we ask? We can ask. We're gonna have a deep conversation about how sometimes families fall apart, and how she has lost her mothers, and how she wished that they had seen the day that Marcus and her start a family, which they are, by the way, planning. And the parents instantly are just like, this food is so great. They're not ignoring the topic, but I feel like they don't want to put their hopes up, because of the fact that they are scared that Marcus might one day not return from one of his missions. And she's going to have a deep conversation with Matt, and she's going to say, is that really what you are, scared of? Is that really something that bothers you so much? And Matt is like, well, obviously, our my little brother and my parents' son is a soldier, and he's fighting in the front lines, whether it's literally or not. He's fighting in the front lines, resolving conflict with just more conflict, and it's bound to have a backlash at one point in his life. So yes, of course, we are scared that one day Marcus might not come back, and that's why when you speak of family and plans and future plans, it's very difficult to not be cynical about it, and to not have doubts, simply because of how dangerous his line of work is. And so Lisa is just like, what, I totally, totally understand. And she's just having a great time. And she is going to, since it is in the friendly interaction now, she's going to ask Matt if he's single, simply because it's just out of, common courtesy. So she's going to ask whether he has somebody or not. And I wonder if it's going to give us. So he is single. He is a single man. She's going to brighten, her Ellen's day. She's going to say, you know what? I understand your fear. I understand the fact that you are scared for your son. But when he leaves for his missions, I always have, faith that he's going to come back to me, because that's what husbands do. And they're just like, you know what? That is a very optimistic outlook. And, I'm happy that that's the way you look at things. So, since Lisa is getting pretty tired, and I'm just wondering, how are our pets fine with everything, while we're not there? So while we're chatting, we're also going to, we're gonna order for the table some more, because we're gonna grab some dessert and some coffees, and we're just gonna have a little bit of a lighter chat, I suppose you could say, if we could just order. Yes, okay. So we're gonna order some cappuccino for everybody, and then we are going to get something delicious. So we're gonna get some cannoli, apple pie, I think, pain au chocolat. It's very nice, and I do not know if I say it right, so just correct me if I'm wrong. We are gonna get some. You know what? You know what? You know what? I have no idea. We're gonna get some tiramisu for everybody. That was a very weird thing that just happened. That's a very weird glitch. Okay, so we're grabbing some tiramisu for everybody, and she's just going to no, she's gonna make some small talk about the local youths and about property values, and she's gonna talk to Matt about she's going to, compliment his outfit and say that he looks dashing in that suit, and she can see that they are that they are twins, but she can see very very big differences between the two, and how just well, I guess she can't really see a huge difference, but she's like, I can definitely see how you're related, but at the same time how different you are from one another, you and your brother. And I don't know if they went to the toilet or whatever, but we're gonna chat. So we're gonna brighten his day. We are going to ask about his day. Wait, did we already ask about his day? I have no idea. We are going to discuss logic puzzles. We know what we want to talk about, and obviously we do have the logic skills. So she's going to have a deep conversation with him about how Marcus has been really wanting to have a child, and how with a few hiccups along the way, Lisa is on her way to getting better and getting her body to that sort of stage where she can have a child. And Ellen is like, I've heard of such conditions. I actually have a coworker that had the same thing. I understand your struggle. I understand that it is difficult to find out that your body might be betraying you in something that you actually want from life. So it's perfect. It's perfect that you are open to talk to us, because we do want you to be part of the family. And everybody's just enjoying the good time that they're having right now, and she's gonna discuss her interests with them, because she really wants to be a part of this big family. And she wants Marcus and her child to, oh my god, that is a poor quality tiramisu, oh my goodness. She wants them to she wants her child to basically be able to go to her Uncle Matt and, hang out with her grandparents, because at least Marcus still has parents that are still alive, and she just wants to have this family while, if she can, she wants this family to work, because the alternative is just too depressing. So we are gonna chat some more. Oh, she's drinking with a desperation, and I want her to also eat the tiramisu, and I don't know why she's not doing it, but I want you to. Okay, so she is going to get to know Marcus's brother. She's gonna get to know Matt. She's gonna express her admiration for him, that he's such a great brother who wanted to reconnect with Marcus. And that's definitely not something that every family does. Sometimes there are families that are like, you are shunned by us, and then they never, get back together, and then like part of the family dies, and they've never gotten back, together and stuff. And Lisa is just very happy that Marcus's family is very, very positive and open to change and to sort of fix whatever was broken. Oh, okay. He got flattered. So we're gonna discuss world peace, obviously, because we're a good sim. We just want to talk about how, one day maybe Marcus won't have to go out to these missions anymore, because we're just gonna have peace in the world. And Ellen is like, oh, statistically that is a possibility, but I wouldn't hope for it for another 50 years. No, Johnny, I do not want to check out the romance festival. Okay. So we are going to end meal and pay bill. And we are probably just gonna end the dinner here, because we've sort of settled everything. We've chatted with Matt, Ellen, and Christopher. There we go. Christopher, Ellen, and Matt. I said while pointing at each and one of them at the screen. So, yeah, I think this was a pretty short part. I don't want it to be too long, simply because I don't want it to be, I want it to be interesting for me, and I want it to be interesting for you. So, yeah, it's a Saturday right now. I'm thinking of playing through Sunday by myself, simply because nothing is really going to happen on Sunday, and then we will catch up on Monday when she's going to work. Yes, I have played through a couple of days before filming this episode, simply because I didn't want to, make every single day super exciting, because that's not how people, live. So I did just want to play through, make her go to the clinic, work a little bit. They are at 4 stars now. I don't remember if they were before, but they are now. The business is doing really, really well. So on Monday, we're going to go to work and we are going to see each other. So if you've got any suggestions, any ideas, any feelings or thoughts at all about this episode or about this LP, comment down below. If you like this episode, then click the like button. And if you're watching this and you're not yet a member of the fam, then do join in, because we have a lot of fun here together. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you soon. Bye!